I
Yes.
hope you all
Jess.
don't.
I'm
Um,
I ready.
you can share if you want to. This one we're
Okay.
not really gonna. We are live. It is 3:06 p.m. June
Hi everyone.
14th. President
Hey.
Trump's birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. And
birthday.
of course, Flag Day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear President.
You are so very awesome every day.
Yay!
Yes.
Very good. I know they have that, what is it, UFC thing tonight? Is that what it is? The boxing kind of punching
Is that
where we
are they doing that at the White House? I
yeah,
thought that was okay. I didn't know
yeah.
that was tonight.
Isn't that great? Like ritualistic beating the shit out of each other for sport.
Hell
I'm
yeah, man.
sorry. Too many
Ha
people die
ha!
for a lot of these sports.
Right in the kisser.
Freaking, I'm sorry. I think it's ridiculous. I just can't stand. I don't know. Like I get it, but
No,
I just thought we were too sophisticated for this bullshit.
we're not. We're not. We're just not. It's been like that for millennia.
I want to grow up beating the shit out of people.
People get off, yeah, for some reason. It's like people getting revenge. People like to see revenge type stories, and that's kind of like what that is. I don't know if it's the right thing, but
I just don't like
it's
it. I'm
kind of like,
sorry.
I
And
know.
I think a lot of mega agree.
Mm.
Like there are
Yeah,
still people that watch sports.
yeah. Well, it's
When a
entertainment.
lot of mega, right, but still a lot of mega disagree with it. Like they won't, I mean, the whole kneeling thing, they never forgot. And I mean, you can
Right.
name
I never did.
like what happened with the Knicks today. Let me tell you something. I remember my husband telling me when he was, I don't think he was still a cop, maybe. He was still on the beat, but he worked either the Rangers game or something. And he said there was a rioting then too. There's always like a little something stupid because either the losers want to riot or the winners want to riot, whatever it may be. New York, by far, has not had it as bad as any other city of the rioting after these games. My husband is a huge sports fan. He used to know it was football. He doesn't watch it anymore. He still watches his baseball. He knows his wrestling. He knows his shit. He also did a lot of sports events. And he said by far New York was always the calmest. So what happened? So what happened today in New York? I'll tell you what happened, people. Paid. Like they paid protesters. This is paid rioters. Now, I'm not saying there aren't sheeple following. I'm not saying there weren't a couple of hundred that would have done it anyhow, but a couple of hundred, or I don't know what the John was supposed to read it and tell me about it, and he hasn't gotten to it yet. But I don't know what it. And we're probably gonna. Are we coming back on tonight?
Um,
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I got that thing.
Yeah, but
My
after that
granddaughter,
thing.
my oldest granddaughter's birthday at 4. I guess that's 4:30, so it's 6:30 your time, Eastern time. And I don't want to stay. I'm gonna not gonna try to stay that long, but I mean it's her birthday, so and I think she's 18 and she's leaving to Kentucky. So who knows?
It's his.
Steph grand.
It's not your. Not really. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. It's
But
your
uh,
granddaughter, whatever.
yeah, she's been around since she was very, very small, and that's just the way it is. It's just the way we are. Okay, we consider
They're
her
very
our.
tight,
e,
tight
Yeah,
families.
even though she's sometimes a little
She's the most difficult
off a
one.
rocker, mean or
Agree.
whatever. Yeah. She's still
She
part of the
is. She's a
family.
little wild. But
She's still part of the family.
she's very pretty
Very
and
pretty.
she's got like her way about her and she
Yes.
could get what she wants and when she doesn't, she acts like a spoiled brat. I was a little similar and I'm glad to say by the time I was like 16, 17, I totally changed.
Well,
Uh, so maybe,
yeah.
but she's got to learn to be treated like an adult. You have to act like one. That's really what it comes down to. What are you doing down here? But goggles. Is there any coffee? Oh shit.
Well, I think she's she's growing up and she'll do some more. So hey, it is what it is, and we just have to be there, that part of life. It's
Gotta
all
be
part of
there.
life.
Gotta
So
be there. Good afternoon, ladies and gents.
yeah, we were just yeah.
So
I had
talk
found
about who's in the hospital. Great show.
oh, I found that story about Mr.
You
Mitch
missed
McConnell.
John.
Hi, Joe.
Hey John,
Joe.
what's happening?
Did you just miss him?
No, I saw him. I saw him. So
Oh,
we were
weirdo.
gonna yeah.
I love you. They just, I don't know what, and I said in the last live or the live
Uh-huh.
before,
Yeah.
just 1 second that husbands say that your wives are beautiful. My husband texts me, he says that he just did that kind of, he does shit like that all the time. And I love it. And all I have to do is give him a blowjob. So it works out.
Perfect marriage.
Perfect marriage. He said. Anyhow, Joe, please go on with Mitch McConnell.
Well, he's in the hospital. So I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I hope he does pass away. He still has too much influence in Congress, and he shouldn't have any at all. He was elected in 1984. So he's been in. You can't leave these people in office that long. It's
No,
wrong. It's wrong on every fucking level.
we know this.
It's criminal. It is absolute 100% criminal because look, you guys, what we all don't realize what they did was they voted away. They voted a law into law that says no matter what they do while they're in office, they cannot be charged and cannot go to jail for what they do or say while they are an elected official. So you can't do shit to these people. You can't do a fucking thing to them. So that's what President Trump was doing when he let them prosecute him. He's since they were allowed to prosecute him and almost put him in jail, he can now do it to them because turnaround is fair play. Once there's a precedence, then they can charge him. They can use that as their guide. That well, you did it to the president and you're under the president, so we can charge you. And I believe that's what Trump was doing when he went to court all those different times.
I agree with
That's
you.
what I believe. So that
Johnny.
shit's coming. It just takes time.
Did you see
Hopefully.
that we're getting a package tomorrow?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Did you see that? Because
So he
tomorrow
was the
Queen is
leader
coming.
from 2007 to 2024. He was the Republican leader of the House. That's way too long. 2007 to 2024. Come on, man. That's way too freaking long. It's wrong.
Well, who else? Biden himself was 50 years. You had Pelosi.
Yeah. Yeah. Biden,
Shit.
5 decades. Mitch McConnell, 6. The fuck? That's not right, you guys. That's called theft. American theft.
That's right.
And look at what they did.
Stole from us.
Look at what they did. They did that awful thing that everybody is trying to fucking blame on Trump is what Carolyn's going to talk about it in a little bit. Everybody's trying to blame Trump for this shit. Look, you guys, Trump came into office in 2016. No matter what he did from when he was in office then till now, he had to learn. They did a lot of bad shit, and he had to clean up a lot of crap that they were doing. And then they made it even harder by putting all these filthy judges in place. And let me tell you something, the judges got to pay for what they're doing.
They
The
do.
judges are wrong. You
But
cannot do this.
but
Nobody
it's the
elected the
pyramid.
judges.
You do understand it's the
Yeah.
pyramid,
Yeah. But the
right?
judges are not in charge, but
Even the sign
they're making
language
them in charge.
for
Yes.
president is the
Yeah.
it starts with the effing pyramid, guys. There's
Yeah.
no sign language is an old language. It's over 200 years
Right.
old.
Old,
There's no,
old, old.
no can't
Right.
it just can't be.
Shit's wrong, man. We got to put a stop to it. It's going to take the collective look at Ireland. What's happening over there? It's spread, and that shit's spreading.
I have that one going up. Do you see that? I have
Yeah,
that one, that meme
yeah.
going up.
That's
I put the
it's
article, but
spreading.
it didn't get many
It's
enough
already all
views.
the way over to England. England's starting to do it now.
Right? Everybody's
Yeah,
protesting.
yeah.
Enough of the
We
governments having the choice of what the people actually want. The
That's
majority
right.
of the people win. And I'm telling you,
Hmm.
even though it seems like England and France and Germany, well, maybe not Germany, but all these countries might be suffering and they're done. I don't think so.
Right,
I don't think so. You
right.
got the I mean, you got God's country, the biggest Catholics in the world. God help me if you met my mother and father-in-law who were born in Ireland.
Yeah.
Eucharistic ministers went to church once, twice, three times, five times a week. I don't even know. Every freaking day, like your grandpa, right?
Yeah.
These are people, and they're taking up arms because their belief in their country.
That's right.
It
They're
doesn't mean it overpowers God. It means that they're trying to save what God gave them.
Well, what the countries are doing is the governments are putting the illegal immigrants over the citizens. That's wrong. They did it here. I Before all this crap blew up, I tried to tell everybody that because I saw it when my kids were in school because they
A
did it
lot
to
of
my
people, yeah,
children. So I
yeah,
saw it then, and I still see it's now everybody has opened their eyes up and see that
yeah.
they are putting the
The
illegal immigrant
indoctrination was
over us.
noticeable.
They're putting the world above us. They're saying, hey, American, fuck you. You're going to pay. You're going to pay for everybody around the world. This Roe versus Wade thing, the reason they got rid of it, the biggest fucking reason was because we were paying for abortions, not only in the United States, people, but we are paying for them around the world. That's how deep that corruption is. It's we're barely making it. We're barely living.
Yo,
They were giving us fucking $900 a
who,
month to live on, plus $300 in food stamps. That's all we got to live on, a family of four. And look what they give all the illegal
Joe,
immigrants.
who gave
Fuck
what?
them.
Who is
The government,
who?
the cabal, basically. Still, it
It's
doesn't
it's
matter, who it
they
is. They're fucked
controlled
up.
all the governments,
Everybody. Yeah.
including Israel.
Yeah. And I would like to say this too. Just because you live in a red state, don't think that you're not in danger. Because Texas, you put in an illegal alien as a judge, and you have the biggest. I would say you have one of the biggest Islamic congressional areas in the world, or in the United States. There's more because they're trying to put up those mosques everywhere, and they're putting up a lot in Texas. There's a lot of them there. Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but Islam does not go along with the Constitution of the United States. It just doesn't. You cannot think that it is. Just because they call themselves a religion doesn't mean they are. They're not. Scientology was not a real religion. That guy worked at L. Ron Hubbard worked at trying to become a religion
Yeah,
for God for 60 years. He tried to become a religion. And then finally he became a
a lot of
religion.
people like
It,
that.
yeah. And man,
Mormons,
this guy was,
the Mormons, the same.
he was a kook. He's a kook. And look, he still gets the religious shit because they call it a religion. It's not a religion. A religion is a prayer to God. And Islam
We need to
is
go
a
over that.
government. Islam is a government. It's a religious government, and those are dangerous. They've always been, even though we use the Bible to swear on, doesn't make us a religious government.
They haven't been using the Bible. They've been using Dr. Seuss books.
And the Koran, and they've been and the
Yeah,
Koran.
yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll say
You
it
know,
again. Dammy is not Muslim.
yeah,
He's communist, but
yeah.
not Muslim. His
Who's
mommy
that?
was not Muslim. And he
Oh,
fucking, I
Van
will
Demme.
get my
Yeah,
girlfriend who is married to a Pakistani for, I don't know, 20
yeah,
fucking years before they got divorced.
yeah.
And we'll have her sit down with me because she's moving to Florida, my girlfriend Beth. And
Good.
I will ask her straight out and she will tell us everything because she knows she still talks to him. And she
Good.
realized that he was most likely using her to, um, they were using each other, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very weird stories, but I
Well,
mean,
you can see all this, all the corruption that's going on. You can see it. It's in your face everywhere. Look at California. California is a perfect example of what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're hurting you. They're hurting you so bad. That's what they've been doing. That's the cheating that they're using in the machines. That's how they're doing it. They're showing you. Look at that. Look at California and say, because look at that one guy, the one girl, the one lady that's now, she's the other Democrat in the race for mayor.
yeah.
She conceded. She literally fucking conceded, gave a concession speech. And overnight, she surged and became second.
Well, that's what this whole, that's what
And
this,
guy in the first went to last. Get the fuck out of here.
everything, okay? Everything is a teaching. What is wrong with my battery again?
Yeah,
This
everything
is
is a
the new one
teaching
too.
moment.
Everything is a teaching lesson. So
Yeah,
they're teaching us now that they were able to cheat back in 2020 and prior. They've
right.
always cheated.
Yeah. This is how we did it, guys. Where did the machines come from, you guys? The programming. Where did it come from? We already took the country. It came from Venezuela. We took
The
the country. Yeah, it started there.
no, the Dominican
That's how they
Republic,
took Venezuela with the machines and that software. They started it.
Dominion machines are
Yeah. Well,
from
that the
Dominican
Dominion
Republic,
program, the program that took that they took that country with the Dominion program.
Puerto
And
Rico.
that's when the people were when they threw all the money in the street because it became worthless
Yeah,
and
I
they ate
remember.
all the
It's not
animals in the
okay.
zoos. Yeah. Fuck yeah, those people,
Okay.
man, that was a bad deal. That's
Okay.
what they're trying to do to us. They're trying to make us a third world country so that we're equal to the rest of the world when we
God.
are not equal to them. We have lived in comfort far longer than any third world country. So when they come here, they think that they can do what they were doing in their country, but you can't. But our government is saying that you can't, and that's wrong. Because when you come here, you're supposed to assimilate, not fight the system. They not only fought the system, but you've got some one idiot up there in Minnesota, Ilhan Omar, who has bucked the system and is gaining control of the system. That woman should be thrown out of our country. Period. The end. She has no right to be in our country. She has no right to have any say and no right to call
You're not
herself an
wrong.
American.
You are not
Sorry.
wrong, dear friend.
She does not have a right to call herself American when she clearly states that she is for Somalia. You cannot be a dual citizen and be in Congress. You can't. You can't. You're treasonous. You're a traitor
Joe,
if you do that.
Joe, what
Sorry,
does
you are.
Israel mean?
I don't know what it means. I don't, Carolyn. I don't know what it means. But I know I just don't trust that whole situation over there. I never have. It's always been weird to me, and I've already told you why.
No,
So
yeah.
it's a small little place in the middle of hell. Sorry, sorry, guys. That's the way I view it.
Israel uh
Doesn't make sense.
means one who struggles with God.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So how is that the Holy Land? See, it goes back to Jacob. Because I might not read the Bible, but if it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna see where it comes from. And Israel doesn't make sense being there. So
Look,
Jacob had trouble. Let me see if I have it.
you know, yeah,
Hold on. Yeah.
everybody believes in this King James Bible, okay? But I wanted you to remember something. And let me tell you,
Who
I have
believes?
read so many books about kings and queens and whatever have you, okay? A lot of kings and queens were freaking evil.
They were all
So,
evil, and most of the queens
right,
were men.
King
That's
James
why we call them
Bible,
queens.
King James Bible cannot be right because he's the king. And why well, I'm the king, so I say what goes, and what I say goes. So therefore, it's my Bible you have to believe in. Screw you. No. Why did they take the book of Enoch out of the Bible? I want to know why.
They
And I
omitted
want to know
things
what's
that I
in that
keep telling.
Bible. I haven't read it yet. I know.
And we have to go through the Q Bible, the
Right.
African Bible.
Joseph
Uh,
says, our Heavenly Father God has no religion. Religion is a
right.
man made construct to control
I
humans
love that.
and make more obedient. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
There is no
Joseph.
religion.
Yes.
There is no such thing as religion.
Right.
Um,
Yes, we
that's
did make it to
religion is
control ourselves.
man-made. God
Yes.
is Yahweh is
Well,
what you.
because see, they had those big cathedrals when supposedly
Good
when
afternoon,
Jesus was
Joseph.
roaming the earth,
They
they
had it
still had the
before.
big cathedrals that were just big, these big things that to heaven, and he never went in them. And that's what concerned me. Jesus never went in those cathedrals, did
Those
he?
cathedrals, if
And
they
taught?
were they're gold and marble and precious stones and whatever else.
And did he go in there and
That's
teach them?
not what Jesus ever depicted in his whole entire life.
So that's why I always had a problem with church, and I just couldn't quite say that in a way,
Yeah.
I guess, that everybody could understand.
Let me get
But
on to
because
this,
it's too
Joe.
much.
Wow, you
It's
are very
Yeah.
talkative today, Joe, which I'm
Sorry, I
happy about.
apologize.
But you're supposed to host
So-
the science part tonight,
I
so you're going to be talked out, right?
know.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, Joseph.
I'm very yeah. Good afternoon, Joseph. We just popped on. We didn't come on when last Tuesday. Joe has had trouble with his microphone like every other day.
I
At
hope
one
you can
time we
hear
thought
me.
we fixed it. Yeah, you sound okay now, and it's not fuzzy. So, and
Cool.
there were other things like my HOA, all the work I did outside. They told my husband to take it down while I was sleeping. My
That's
husband did
bullshit.
not know I had a bed of flowers there, or he's a man. He just didn't think of it. I had a bed of flowers. They were interested. There was must have been 3 or 4 dozen flowers. She should know better. She had flowers all on her back patio, and she had fucking preserves like pickles and applesauce and all this shit. She should have seen the little tiny flowers and said, "Let me talk to your wife." Plus, the reason they took it down. So there's condensers, right? We have 3 huge condensers, and the wooden fence has been broken for so long and so fucking ugly. And I don't go nowhere, people. So I wanted to make my outside beautiful. Now I used to do it a long time ago, but I had trouble with the drunk neighbor, the same one that her husband keeps whistling at me. Well, she's the one that probably said, "Well, we're not getting enough air because I
Yeah.
have this." It's like it can't be a centimeter thick of open vine plastic that was not up against the air conditioner. Now, she went to my husband, and the area that I hadn't finished yet was hitting our condenser. And I knew it. And I took it off as best I could until my husband could find a 4 foot stick. Do you remember this, Joe? I had this. My husband went to
Yeah,
like a
you
Dollar
were
Tree
looking.
or
Yeah, I
something.
remember you looking for 4 foot sticks and you couldn't find any.
Couldn't find four, only 3 feet. Well, 3 feet ain't enough because the condensers are pulling that air in. So of course the thing wants to go to it on the top because I had the 3 feet sticks and I needed four. That 12 inches makes a shitload of a difference, people. Now I'm didn't know if I was more pissed at my husband or this woman or the drunk neighbor, but they ruined the flowers. He took everything off. I was so
Sounds like
distraught.
movies.
I was so fucking distraught, Joe. You remember. Joe
Yeah,
had a terrible day too. But I mean, I think he felt worse for me. It was just so bad. I mean, the little bit of beauty I can have. I can't
destroyed.
I've only gotten
It's
to a car
destroyed.
once since November, people. So I don't if that's part of the awakening, it better fucking pay off. Just say that. But yeah, so my husband was so hurt. Like he was hurt. He know it would hurt me. Like he was like, hold, maybe that's why he gave me this beautiful kiss right now. But he already called the lawyer. He already called the lawyer. This is too much. She screamed out, "We'll pay your HOA." Well, last year I told my husband to stop paying the HOA. The pool had been closed for 2 years. We don't have a community house because the pool is closed. You can't get to the lake. Right? I specifically took this place A because it's in Jacksonville. It's closest to Georgia. We're 20 minutes from Georgia. B, so I could walk around and see the lake and the turtles and go swim. This is exactly why I took the place because I am not able to go outside and do the shit that I once did. And they ruined it. So she screamed out loud, which is, I'm positive against the bylaws, pay your HOA. Meanwhile, this fucking fence has been down for 7 fucking years. Fix shit. Now she's stupid. This new woman, I'm sorry to go on about this, but this new woman took over. Meanwhile, I screamed out a couple of years back, well, about a year ago, when we first got back from New Jersey. I screamed out to them, "You're getting sued." I had filmed people. I am meticulous. I filmed every single nail,
Yeah,
bad boy,
you
everything.
showed me it. Yeah, when you showed
Oh,
me it,
there's
yeah,
tons.
yeah,
Never mind stepping on the. I didn't have a light in the back for a year and a half. Remember that beautiful one? That's where I
yeah.
sat. That's where I sat. I sat in the back and I didn't have a light. People were running
Ouch.
by. I didn't know who the fuck they were. And it's because I know that they've been cooking the books or not doing their job or being lazy. Listen, if they had given me run of the property, I would have had this fucking shit fixed in like 2 or 3 years. I am no kidding. I could be a Trump. I'm on my computer trying to mega. But what I did here, what I did right outside my door proved what I could get done if I have the right materials. They did all new wood by the pool, most of it. I don't know why they didn't do all of it. Stunad, first of all, get rid of all of it. You do it all over. They didn't polyurethane it. They didn't put any kind of coating on it. Nothing. I would have said, give me 6, 7, maybe 3 months because we pay a lot for HOA. Our HOA is very expensive here in it's like over four or something, 400,000. That's very expensive for a condo. So yeah, we owe a bit of money, but it's an escrow. I'm not stupid. We have the money on the side. And they can even see, a lawyer can see when we started it. It was about the time I told them to stop paying, right? If they had given me 3 months, $1,200, I would have done the whole patio myself with Thompson's oil. Are you fucking kidding me? I would have gotten a tan laid out while I was doing it. Idiots. Idiots. Lazy. This new one thinks who she is. She made a fucking mistake. She don't realize they gave it to her. I do. They gave her the mess. They cooked the books. You know how I know? After a year of living here, my neighbor says, "Oh yeah, they fucked in the van outside. Everybody knows. It was the middle of the day." These are like 50 and 60-year-olds. The head of the HOA and the head of the property management, or somebody in the property management and the head of the HOA.
Well,
Fucked in the parking lot, which is like open. It's in front of all our condos, spaces. It was before I got there, but that means that there's some kind of collaboration.
right.
So these little things can happen in such a 48 unit place. And people tried to stop it and they told them to shut up at these meetings. Shut up or get out. What? They have not met me. I'm surprised because the stupid drunk used to be a property manager. How did she let it get away with for 30 years? She goes, oh, we used to have fountains in the lake. But once they
Okay, where
stopped
are they?
working, they never fixed it. What? What?
Why?
Because they were fucking taking the money.
Yeah, you guys pay for that.
That's
They're
right.
supposed to fix the shit.
So my problem is the stuff that has been broken down beforehand should have been taken care of with assets. They made us pay an extra
Right.
$6,000 in assessments last year. That's not even what we pay in our HOA fees. So we pay double, more than double, for what? John and I had the roof checked 7 years ago. It didn't mean nothing. It was in good condition. But while we were gone, they did all the roofs instead of the pole. If one building needed it, they did it to all of them. That's their building where they live. The HOA people have lights that go on and off, like the motion lights. We don't have. I didn't have a light back here for a year and a half, people. So what am I paying for? No, no. Don't ever let people walk all over you. I don't give a shit. I don't give no shit. I even put up a sign, but my husband ripped it down. The second time I went out, he came out and got me. Come on, Carolyn. Come on. It's all right. It's all right, Carolyn. It twisted my stomach. My anxiety took over. I was screaming. I was screaming because they killed my little plants. I don't like killing anything. They killed my little plants. I know my husband was also involved, but he was right because if I had been up, it would have been more. But did she not, like I said, these Floridian people are very immature. Did she not fucking graduate from elementary school? Does she not understand whirlpool? Have you never been in a shower with a curtain and the front makes the shower curtain comes in because the hot reaches the cold? It's a similar thing. The air conditioner was pulling in the thing. What, you think I can't pull the vines? They're plastic. I could have moved the posts out. Done. I'm done. I'm done. They're getting sued. All the people that have been living here from before my time. How do you not take care of the HOA? Nobody has told us. Not one person has said anything to us about the HOA that we haven't paid. So many other people got away with this. I'm a big mouth, but I already know other people got away with it. For like 7, 8 years, they went into um, foreclosure.
Yeah.
But like, how do you let oh, she was black. That's what my neighbor told me. Swear to God. They didn't go to her because she was black. So the fuck why? So she doesn't pay her $200 or $300. She was probably grandfathered in to a very low amount. All right, I'm
That doesn't
sorry I'm
make sense.
complaining about that. It really
That's
hurt.
okay.
And then
Can,
Joe,
yeah.
poor Joe's other granddaughter had pneumonia in one of her lungs. She's only
Yeah.
12, 13, right? 12 and 13.
10.
No,
She's 10.
no,
She's 10.
no way. She's a big girl. No. Serenity is no. Okay.
Baby. 11, 10,
And then
11.
he
She's
lost a
on
fob key.
10.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Joe. You lost a fob key to
I
work.
did.
And those cost like
It was the fob actually cost $300. But the deal that I did was with somebody else. So that other salesperson actually said that they would help with the fob key because we just I don't know what happened to it. But it's $300 and shit, so it's 150 for each one of us. That sucked.
that
But
was the
I
kind of
wanted
day
to,
we both had.
yeah, it was a bad day. But I wanted to take you back to the juice story because I've got a little thing about there's everybody with this with problems with Jews that they have with a Jew because there's a
Oh,
student that turned down in the summertime how they go and they do those jobs. What do they call that? Um,
interns.
yeah, internship, right? Well, he works at from a Cornell University, this student. Okay. He applied for a job at this place and then found out that the guy was a Jew and he said, no, I don't want to do it after that. But they called him three other times and they asked him, and he kept saying, no, I don't want to work for you. I don't want to work for a Jew. That's what he said the last time. So that guy says that guy called him hateful for saying that he didn't want to work for kid not work
Anti-Semitic.
interested in working for a Jew. This kid applied for our job on a handshake. We accepted him, and then he responded this, right? Well, he didn't because he was a Jew. But he said this in the end. This was what he said. I was stating why I was not interested after you asked for to interview 3 times. I found out you were Jewish after the fact. My experiences with Jews have not been pleasant, both
They're
in
not good.
person and online. This is not to say I haven't had positive experiences, but on the aggregate, that is not the case. Obviously, the reactions by your community only serves to further prove my point and indicate your post on X was not done in good faith. I am sure that if you indicated you didn't want to work for someone who was white or Christian, this would not have blown up to the
This is America.
capacity as it has here today, nor would you have been intimidated as I have been. So this kid he's being treated like shit by his community. They're bombarding him with fucking shit
Fucking Jew
because of this
fatigued.
guy.
I
Yeah,
am Jew fatigued. I've
because
worked
this
for
guy
Jews.
did
They're
that.
the cheapest motherfuckers. They are the cheapest bosses. Now, I was much luckier. My girlfriend, holy shit, she worked for the same company for 10 years. I remember after 6 or 7 years, she was getting a raise. She got a whole quarter. Never, never in New York City unless it's a Jew.
Right, a quarter,
Sorry. Is
a
that
quarter.
racist? Is that stereotypical?
Right.
It's the truth. I don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah, getting a 10
They're the
cent raise
cheapest.
or a quarter raise is fucking wrong on every fucking level. Any of you who
At
are
that time, it was unheard
employers,
of.
yeah, it's wrong. It's just wrong. If
It
you're going
was
to give somebody
unheard of.
a raise, it's got to be $1 or more.
It's $1 at the very
It's
least.
got to
Yeah,
be $1 or more.
yeah.
It
That
can't
was the
be
most
anything
ridiculous
less.
thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
That
10 cent. That's the worst was 10 cents or 10%.
she was good. She's a good employee too. She was. I just can't. I can't explain it. They are. They are fucking cheap.
Yep.
Um, on a whole.
Yeah.
But like for example, I used to go to Ace Hardware. Now the Hasidic Jews, right around the corner from me. So they were out
In
of their
Doxton.
territory. This is
Yeah.
Bay Ridge. They were out of their territory, but they owned an Ace Hardware. And I would often go into that place because I would often be doing a lot of handiwork, right? Especially paints, you know. Um, they would give me, they knew me, you know, since I'm a kid, they'd been seeing me go in there. So they knew me. They would always give me tax off. And I could not believe it. I'm not even joking. It's just not regular. But these guys would give me the tax off. I was a regular customer. They know their shit was overpriced because they always overprice. ask me how, I know. And then, but then they gave me tax off. So I was, 80 cents here, a dollar there, 40 cents. It adds up. I was happy with that. But, 25-cent raise. I gotta ask her because something tells me it was a fucking nickel.
Hmm.
And it wasn't, what was it? Maybe 15 years ago. That's going back about 15 years. Still, it would still have been a dollar raise. You don't get those kind of things while bartending or waitressing because it's understood. And I'm sorry to disappoint people, but it's extremely understood in New York City that waitresses and bartenders do not pay tax. they,
Yeah.
they don't pay tax. We do things differently. We tip extremely well, for example. Even upstate New York, they don't do that. The kid couldn't believe that I was leaving a tip on the bar for him when I was working in Albany. I was taken aback. Yeah, that's yours. Oh, really? Yeah. So it's very, very different. Very, and no, we were never, we had to have our handler's license. We had to have our food handler's license. And it's possible that they may have made us go on the books, but you can't prove that we made more than 20,000 a year.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I really in like maybe in the city, I don't know how much I made a year. It
No.
depends. One day I can make $500 or $600 because it's St. Patty's Day. Now this is
Mm.
morning shift in a local bar, and that's good money. But other days, regular days could be like 150, $200 day shift. So it depends, and it depends. Did you work extra that day, that week? Did you take over for your friend? Did you come in early? Did the kids? I often had the kids come in late. So people who complain for working for more than 10 hours, go fuck yourselves. I used to stand on my feet for like 20 until these kids would come over and take over the bar.
Man, it just depends on how hard the job is too. Because there's jobs that you work 10 hours a day, man, and they're fucking hard. Then
Money in
there's
my
other
pocket.
jobs that are 10 that you stand on your feet for 10 hours. They're not as hard.
I'll do it.
But anyways, Rob says he worked his ass off for a whole year, asked for a raise of $1, and they gave him 50 cents. See, that's the kind of shit that's disgusting.
But a
That's
year
wrong.
and 50 cents, I don't shit. I mean, that is still bad, I
Well,
think.
they're
But
already paying you cheap ass
it was New
wages
York too,
from start. Yeah.
Red, that was upstate, or was it Texas?
Probably Texas.
Reb is from Texas, people.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, brother Robert. Okay, what I wanted to say, getting back to the Israel, I know we keep going back and forth.
I know we are, don't we?
In the
Yeah.
book of Genesis, the patriarch Jacob spends an entire night wrestling with mysterious divine being. Because Jacob persisted and prevailed, God grants him a new name, Israel. So Jacob turns to Israel by name. It's a person first. Israel means one who struggles with God. Like an um antagonist, not antagonist.
It's
What's the
weird.
word I'm looking for? Um, hold on.
Like a protagonist.
No,
What are they fighting against?
agnostic.
Oh,
Sorry, I want to open
agnostic.
the door for the cat.
Like
Agnostic.
mhm.
Um, or I don't know. Well, how is that? How is that the name of the most holy city of the most holy country? There was something else about. Remember how I was saying I do believe that Israel or the Holy Land can actually be America. There was something else about that.
I just think that everything about them saying where the Holy Land is completely and totally wrong. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm seeing it
I'm
more and
not with
more.
you on that one, you guys. I don't care what you guys tell me. It's not the Holy Land because you don't put the Holy Land, in the middle of fucking hell.
No, you do
You
not.
don't do that. No, I don't believe God would do that. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that. You will never get me to believe that. So
It's,
I don't believe that's the Holy Land. I don't believe that that's holy ground over there. I just think that that's where a lot of activity was happening back in the day because of the temperature of the area. That's why it's in the livable zone. It's a comfortable zone. It's not, and back then we didn't have the comforts that we have here when like up farther up north or farther south where it gets colder. So we couldn't really live in the cold zones per se. I mean, we just took a lot, and there was a lot of people that didn't want it. They would have rather lived where it's warm, like me. I like the warm. I don't like it cold. I can't live north like you guys. No, I can't do that. No, I like the warm. So
if I'm sorry, I know
no,
you're
let's
on about the
go.
warmth. If if America is the Holy Land and this if we believe in reincarnation, I don't even know how to begin this philosophy, this theory. If we
Yeah,
believe in reincarnation, let's use one what's her name? Pisaki used.
yeah,
Did we circle back around? Did we do some things over to make it better? I mean, are we I really believe that like I swear I've been here before. I've done things. I've I'm so bored. I have always been bored with life. I just I've been bored for a long time. And I think that's why I drank a lot. I I could care less about seeing mountains anymore. Okay, I've been there. I've done the hiking. I've been to Europe. I've done the I'm so bored. Now, I people live for their children, which is great. And other people, like I could do, I mean, believe me, we practice sign language. I have groups. I have my artwork. I mean, we do a lot of shit. I stay active. But there's something inside me that says, holy shit, I've done it 10 times or more, right? Like Life on Mars. The guy with the mousy hair.
yeah, right.
We gotta look up mouse. Squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Because, I mean, America, America. Aramaic is very weird. I still have to figure out where there has to be an origination of this language other than Yiddish. Because how is Yiddish so similar to English then? Because Aramaic is. I'm I'm not very. I mean, this one's confusing me, so I got to do more research.
Hmm.
But I agree with Joe, and I've said it before, Joe. There ain't no way they put in Israel. No, it was so
Makes
the
sense,
bad
man.
guys had control of the Middle East. It makes
Yeah,
a lot of sense. Let's create havoc in the Middle East. They
yeah,
bred like motherfuckers. They fuck little children. Hey, we're into that. Aren't the Kabbalah
yeah,
into that?
yeah. Why? Why would God put that as the Holy
Come
Land?
on. That makes no sense. They just allowed it in Afghanistan that you could fucking marry a 9-year-old.
That's how we control your
This isn't,
mind. We tell
this is,
you lies and you believe it. You're so damn dumb sometimes. You gotta stop it. Stop it. Step on their words and make them prove to you what they say. If they can't prove it, it's not true. And if it seems so far out of reach, it probably is. because every story that the media tells you, no matter who it is sensationalized.
Yeah, really.
Otherwise, you're not going to listen to it. Everything is. Oh, there was a crash today. Oh my God. This guy come running down if he was driving so damn fast. No, he was probably just a bump. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Joe woke up. Joe now, from like last week, is now awake. And there was a couple of signs I got. And then he says to me, he's driving to work. Do you remember this, Joe? I'll remind you, his memory still is bad, but he's awake. I'm not even kidding. I was happy when my husband is just turning around, but now Joe, the average Joe, is awake. He said,
I'm not average.
"Isn't that
Trust
a
me.
good for you?
Definitely not
Good
average.
for
I never
you,
have
Joe."
been.
Oh, where'd they come from? So he says to me, "Third eye blind." I don't know what is it. What was it on a billboard or something? Third
Yeah,
eye blind.
pineal. Yeah, yeah. Third eye blind is coming here to Albuquerque. The pineal gland. That's what it stands for.
He said, what a weird name." And I said to him, "What do you think? What do you think it means?" It means, Joe says, you can't see out of the pineal gland. It's blind. That third eye is blinded. I was just like, he's awake. You remember, Joe, that dramatic sometime, sometime in the future?
Yep,
He's
I
awake.
do. I do.
That
I
was
do.
it. There was a couple little hints, and then boom. So you're dreaming. Are you dreaming more, Joe?
No, not really. I did have a dream the other night. I don't know. It was
It's
like
a
we were in a
dream.
business setting and everybody was in suits and there was one or two women. We were all standing. We had a wine glass in our hand and we are talking, but I don't know what we were talking
Were you
about
in
or
New
where we were at.
Mexico? Were
I don't
you in
know.
New? You don't
Don't
know
I
where you
can't.
were.
No, I can't. I remembered it when I first woke up and then it just flitted right out of my
That's not
mind. And
how
I
the dreams
fucking
will be.
remember now. I
The
don't
the
know. I don't know if
dreams,
I'm dreaming or not.
if you're awake, the dreams you have, you'll remember it throughout the day. You won't wake up and remember it and be like, oh, I still feel it. And then it just kind of disappears. And then even by the end of the day, you don't remember. No, it's the exact opposite. You'll remember little bits and pieces and be like, oh, fuck, that happened.
You know, I
That's
could
when
be
you're
so.
awake
I could be
because you're
too
bending
tired
the
too.
future. Huh?
I could be too tired to remember my dreams.
You're not going to forget these. Joe, what's black fatigue?
Huh? Too much talking about too much. The black people talking about themselves too much. They did this, they did that. Oh, me, oh, solo me. They just want. They feel like they're cheated. They're not cheated. I mean, that I feel sorry for everybody, man. I just, it's I have I'm going to set up my next meme. It's about all this racism. It was almost gone, and I didn't really see it too much, but now it's prevalent every freaking where you go. It didn't used to be here the way it is
Oh, it's
now.
gone
Now
in the
we didn't
80s and
we
90s and
didn't
brought
have
back
it
up in
here
the
in New
2000s.
Mexico.
We know exactly
Yeah,
why.
we didn't have it here in New Mexico,
That's
and
what
now
the
all of a sudden we do. Fuck your racism. Fuck you if you're a racist. Fuck you. I don't care what color you are. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, I there was this black guy hey white people,
Yeah.
we
Anybody
wanted
could
you
be
to
racist.
remember that? Did you see it? I was sharing it. I just want to hug you. Don't think that we're all racist. If you're not
Yeah.
racist, we're not either.
Yeah.
It was like, and here's a hug or a virtual hug or something. It was really nice. He was like my age black guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like,
What the fuck?
I'm with you, champ.
I have a black brother. I don't care. It just doesn't matter. Have
But that's
Indian
why I
friends,
think
white
they
friends.
try. But you
Who
see,
cares?
now, Joe, I want to go back to New York for a second.
Yes. New
They
York is
caused a lot
tripping.
of trouble in New York because what is the Knicks? They are, I'm going to guess, mostly black,
Most
if not all black,
right.
and have a mostly black audience.
Yeah.
So they're trying for the stupid fucking racist division again.
Well, I
I
will say this.
understand.
I will say this. Black people sure do know how to play some good ass sports. But there are some white people that can play, and there are some Hispanic people that can play. Like, I mean, come on. But black people, they really are good at basketball. I'm sorry, they fucking are. But I did know
Well,
my
yeah,
two
it's in their
friends. I had two
nature.
friends, a white guy and a Hispanic guy. The Hispanic guy
I
was
was playing.
tall, white guy was short, and boy, nobody could fucking beat him at basketball. Nobody,
Well, it's different
nobody.
moves. I'm pretty good at basketball. I was playing with flip
Well,
flops
there
on
you
the other day.
go.
I was playing soccer with I'm pretty good
Look
with
at that guy,
sports.
the professor.
It
Look at the
doesn't
guy, the
matter.
professor. That guy's
But
pretty fucking good.
I mean, if they're tall and they're thin and they can run, black people can run, man, and they do that. Oh man, I remember seeing the Globetrotters live. That was
then you
fun.
got, and
That
then
was
you
in
got my
Madison
kid,
Square Garden.
and then you got my kid. He's 6'3". He was six fucking
Justin,
two. There, Kevin. He was six
really?
two in high school. Yeah, he was 6'2" in high school. And
I thought
fucking
Justin was
good.
the taller one.
Justin's the shortest one.
How oh 5'10".
Darian is 6'2". Kevin's 6'3" when he stands up straight. Darian is 6'2", and Justin is 5'10".
Okay. I was right, 5'10". All right, let's get back to
5'10",
black
5'11".
fatigue. Black fatigue, I don't know exactly where you were going with that. It's more like we're sick and tired of hearing the racist card.
Yeah.
I was listening to a radio show. Like I don't know, they were taking calls and you were allowed to participate. And it was on YouTube. There was many people watching. I hate calling. I don't like calling on the phone. And there was something that happened to me when I was younger. I just never liked using the phone after that. Or maybe I watched Star Trek too much and I like doing, video. I don't know. But they were trying to explain, wanted to know what black fatigue was. Now these two guys were black, and one of the guys that called in was probably Hispanic by his voice, but they weren't on video, so I couldn't tell. And he was trying to say that it really doesn't matter how it's how it's how you express things and how you say it. And then some guy called, what he meant was, it's not if you're black, you don't have to act like a piece of shit. It doesn't matter if you're white. You don't
You
have to
have to,
act like an
yeah.
asshole, right? This is what the guy
Yeah,
was saying. He was like, it's the context of the person.
that's right.
And this other guy
Are you
calls
an
up and he's
asshole?
like, what are you talking about? It's how they talk. It's how they say things. He was taking it as like, how, what if you can't talk correctly? What if you sound like a New Yorker or something? Like we sound like such shit, right? But I'm like, what is this how dumb you are? That you're misunderstanding the very simplest of statements that this one guy was making about possibly being brother and sister all and not anti-racist, like not racist being anti-racist. It didn't.
I would challenge you all to look in the mirror and say some of the things that you say to other people, and look at yourself when you say those things, and
Oh, I
really
call
look at
myself an
yourself.
asshole all the time.
Would you really say that? Should you really be saying that? No, should. You don't
Like
need to say
what?
some of the things you say. I don't know, just some of the things that people say to other people, some of the mean things that they come up with. There's a few slang words that we don't really need. It's just wrong.
It's words, sticks and stones, motherfucker.
And yeah,
Nobody
that's
realizes what
true.
motherfucker means. Oedipus. Oedipus fucked his mother. Hello. Sorry. There's always like the word fuck comes from kings and queens. I don't words are words, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But if you tell me not to do it, I'm gonna want to do it more, unless it's against the law. I'm not gonna do anything to hurt anybody else. But if I want to say negro, nigger, fuck mother shit.
But if it hurts somebody else, why would you want to say it? When you just said that you're not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just saying, I'm just asking a question because I don't,
Well, I'm not
doesn't
using it
make sense to me.
derogatory, am I? I'm not calling you a nigger.
No, no,
So, and why is it okay when black people do it to each other?
it's not. To me, it's not. You know that. To me, it's not. I just don't like that stupid
Joe,
word. I'm
how
sorry. I
indoctrinated are
apologize.
you? When it
I'm
came out,
not.
I
I just
couldn't
don't
have been
like
a
that word.
teenager, and I was like, no, I'm not listening to that
No, I
bullshit.
didn't.
They're
I
taking
don't.
away your freedom of speech.
Just it is what it
You
is.
can't
Something. Yeah.
say no to one thing and not to
Well,
the rest.
but I grew up, and we were of the generation that some things were better left unsaid. I don't know. So
I don't know
some
where
things
your
are
head goes sometimes, Joe.
just don't think we
Nobody
should say
is going to
things like
say
that.
it
I just don't
intentionally.
think there's a need for that kind of a word. I'm sorry. I just don't believe we need that word. Sorry.
I believe we don't need guns. I'm sorry. I don't
So there
think
you
we
go.
need
See,
guns, right?
I'm not fighting you. I'm not
But the
fighting you.
fact
Why are
is,
you fighting
there
me so
is that
hard?
word. No, Joe, because the fact is, there is a word and you're
Don't
missing the
fight
whole
me.
effing point. The point is, they cannot take away your freedom of speech in this country.
I
I
didn't
don't
say
give
they
two
could.
flying shits if you like the word or not. If you
You're
prefer not to say
fighting
it,
me.
fine.
You're fighting me. I don't care if you use the word. I'm just saying I don't like it.
I
Okay.
don't like
I
it
don't
really
like it.
either, but I don't
Everybody uses
care.
the word. I don't like it. Excuse me. I don't like it.
Who uses the word? Who
My
uses the
kids,
word?
my
Who?
kids,
Who?
my kids,
Your kids.
my kids do. And I hate it.
So why don't
And
you
they
tell
know
them?
I hate it. I have told them and they know I hate it.
But if you
Ask
say,
them.
hey, use it all you
Ask
want, they'll
them if
stop
I've
using it.
asked them if I have
You're
asked
again
them
the
to you
point.
stop using the word. They will not stop using the word. That's a generational thing. That's a gap. Sorry, it is.
I just don't see it as a big deal. Why don't you read what
What do
Brother
you
Reb
all think? Tell me in the comments. What do you
read
all
what
think?
Reb said?
What did he
I need
said? I would
coffee. I
unload
didn't
doors
expect
and
this to go
windows
on
by
so long.
myself when the contractors were not around. The other drivers wouldn't. Yeah, no. It was in upstate New York when he was trying to get that raise.
Right.
He likes our background.
Which one?
Both of us. He said both. He loved the backgrounds.
Kidding.
Yours is weird. Yours is electrifying. Mine's just a purple planet. So I don't know if she wants to start that next subject, but man, I got a lot to say about that. And I'm kind of
That's just
fighting
what's
one
about
guy that watches. Huh?
Tulsi Gabbard.
I, oh, Tulsi Gabbard?
Yes.
Yeah. Her last as she was leaving office, she decides that she's going to expose the labs, who that we were funding the labs. Okay. And then now it's coming out that Donald Trump signed to fund all the labs and that he put Fauci in charge. You know what, you guys? A lot of that is true. But you have to remember something, that Fauci was already in charge of that division that Trump needed to quell the American people by trying to make some kind of a, a medication that would cure this virus. But you should always remember, they have never, ever been able to cure a virus, and they never will be able to cure the virus because they still haven't been able to cure the common cold. That's a virus. It's not a flu. The common cold is a virus, and they cannot cure the virus. They can give you medications to dampen the effects of it, but they cannot cure it. So if you had COVID, which was a virus, you can't cure it. And we made it. We made it. We funded all the biolabs, and those biolabs are set up all over the world. See, it's part of their fraud. That's another part. That's part of that big, huge world
Right.
of fraud we're all living in. We're
Fraud.
funding it, and they put all of their children at work at those places in charge of those biolabs, and most of them don't know what the fuck is going on. They're just in charge collecting a paycheck, just like they put Joe Biden's kid in at that company in Ukraine. Joe Biden's kid's a fucking total idiot. He's on fucking drugs. Somebody on that much drugs, on that hard of drugs, can never, ever fully pay attention to the job. And I don't give a shit what you say. You can't do it because I tried it. I did it for most of my life. And you can't do it. You cannot focus that way.
Right.
Sorry. It's impossible. You can't focus properly when you're only thinking about doing the drug.
What did Jay
Sorry.
say? No, good. You're doing good. What did Jay say? We're not going to go through the sciences today, that's for sure. Don't you remember Jay said something in the chat?
Yeah.
What was it about?
About
Tulsi.
yeah, about well, he said that in
I was hoping Jay would
it's
come on and
yeah,
explain.
when Trump was first in office, he was elected in 2016, right? That's when he took office. He funded all the biolabs. Maybe he did. Maybe he did because we were all trying to find the cure for this virus that the Democrats unleashed. Well, it wasn't only the Democrats, if you remember. It was not only the Democrats that fucking released this disease on us. It was the world. It was the cabal.
Why?
There was Republicans involved, and there
Joe,
was
wait,
heads of state all
wait,
over the world that did
wait.
this to us.
Cool your jets.
Sorry.
What exactly does this meme say, the Tulsi Gabbard meme?
Tulsi Gabbard me? Good question.
The one you put up, the one you're talking about.
Hold on. It says Tulsi Gabbard reveals evidence of taxpayer-funded global biolab network.
So why are you thinking this has anything to do with COVID?
Because that's when COVID came out, in those years, Trump was funding the biolabs to
But where did it?
find the cure. I don't know.
Okay, first of all, those biolabs started in the Ukraine, I'm positive, when the Ukraine became an independent country, which would have been in the 1990 or something.
Yeah,
I remember
but the
being all
biolabs
so
were all over the
proud.
world. They're all over the world.
Joe, Ukraine is it's the headquarters. Now, there's a lot of failures with what Jay believes, because he thinks that Trump's in on it. I don't give a shit. First of all, it's not Trump. It does not matter to me. It's the Trump name. Secondly, if Trump was to be on the dark side, he would have had Ukraine fight back Russia. He's been trying to stop the war. I don't understand how Ukraine isn't in smithereens at the moment. It doesn't make sense to me how any of these countries are surviving something as big as Russia. There's something more to it. Now, he said that Trump signed something in 16, 17, 18, 19, something like that. Is that what he's
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
And he has proof?
Well, I didn't see the proof. He just said it. You can look it up, but I mean, I don't doubt anybody. I'm not doubting you.
No,
I'm not
I don't
doubting
doubt
you.
his information either. But
I'm
I
just
doubt why
saying
it was done.
there's right. There's
There's
more. There's more
it
involved
doesn't
because
make sense.
we're funding 120 of the biolabs
So
around the
Trump
world.
did one bad thing, but 1,000 good others. It doesn't make
Right.
fucking sense. So obviously he did it for a different reason. If it was,
Right. There's 40 labs in Ukraine, 40
Yeah,
of the biolabs,
yeah, I bet that was
120 around the world that we're funding, but there's
the
many more too.
the Ukraine has the Dead Sea. The Ukraine has significant ores. I'm believing that's why it's actually the Ukraine and Israel are the middle of the conflicts. I don't know. I mean, how does Russia 10, 20, 30, I'll say 50 times the size of Ukraine not kill Ukraine in 2 weeks? Guys, are we not seeing this? There's something else. I'm not sure what else, but there's something else. Winchester, you coming
Yeah,
in?
but at least they did do a policy shift and they did end federal funding for gain of function, which is what COVID, because COVID had been around for a while and it was actually in the animals only, but they used that S pathogen or whatever it was to so that it would connect to the human being, and that was a bad thing.
COVID is old. It's been
Right.
mutated. The COVID
Right.
that we had was already a patent in England. You know how
But I
we
thought it
know
was
this?
here. I thought it was here that it was
No, no, no.
patented.
It was
No.
patented in England. And you know how we know this? Because of the 2012 Olympics. You have to be blind. The 2012 Olympics told you what was going to happen with COVID. It also has a sign of pedophilia. But they have the Mockingbird hospitals. I think that's what they called it, the Mockingbird hospitals. They were
Hmm.
hospitals just for COVID. And that's exactly what they show in the beginning of the 2012 Olympics. They made it creepy, crawly, disgusting. They knew COVID was already going out. Make no mistake of it. Maybe they didn't know where, or, maybe we didn't know about Wuhan yet. I saw the patent number myself. I guarantee I have it in my phone. I never bothered checking it because who cares? Look at the 2012 Olympics. I have posted it. I have posted it before. They won't let it out on the internet, so I can only take pictures. They won't let it out on YouTube. They'll take it down. They took down my video. I did a live with it and they took it down.
Yeah, well, they're trying to
I was able to
suppress the
take
truth.
pictures. Yeah,
They're trying to suppress the truth from we the people.
that's right. I mean, the kids are on the bed and the nurse is like, shh, shh. That's one of their signs. As good as this, the Illuminati. That's another one. They have tons of signs. Another sign. There's so many, from the pizza slice to the little good humor circles. I mean, there's so many symbols, there's so many signs. They're all over Nickelodeon. Um, what was Nickelodeon? I don't believe in God, or something to that extent. It doesn't mean
I'm
a nickel
all
machine, people. If you look it up in the way, it's NIC space. It's not NICK. Believe me, that's Turkish. Saint Nick is Turkish somehow. I always wondered about that because the Italians use Nicholas and the Greeks use Nicholas. That don't make no sense. Okay? It makes no sense. They're both very old though, but yet it
Nikolai.
comes from the Turks. Anyhow, well, they are old.
Weird stuff.
But the Egyptians are older, and the Turks probably are Egyptian in some sense. Cleopatra was a Turkish peasant and went to Egypt and became a queen. Don't some say size doesn't matter? Joseph Rogers says, don't some say size
Yeah,
don't
that's what she said.
matter? I never said
But that's
that.
not true. They were lying when they said that.
You know what I meant to tell you? My opening screen today, when I turned off my computer to reboot,
Mhm.
just to um was New York City. And I think Bing or Microsoft does that randomly. It's so strange that it happened to be New York and what happened with the Knicks. And I was going to mention it because my husband mentioned it to me too. Uh, It was a really nice picture. Really nice. Oh, it's in my head.
So is there another game or not? Or is it over now?
No, they won. That was their
Okay.
victory. This isn't, it's just, it's not an unnatural occurrence for any city. It's not an
Uh,
unnatural occurrence for any city, but the way John said it, by far, it's less likely to happen in New York. It's less of people, you know. We never had any riots for the Rodney King and stuff like that. It's only like recent years since fucking Obama shithead that we had like
he,
the
he
things in
was
the
the
colleges and all this
orchestrator
shit,
of
the
he
tents.
was the orchestrator of
Yeah,
everything bad that's happening right
I'm
now.
telling you, not a peep when Rodney King verdict came out. Not a fucking peep. And they told us to prepare. And I said, nah, not happening in New York. We're laid back people. Believe it or not, we are fucking laid back people. I don't know why we got such a bad rap. Now, don't get me wrong, you got sheeple and you got paid protesters, paid rioters, paid whatever. And then you got the sheeple following the lead. Sure, man, if I can knock out a window and get a free TV set, why the fuck not? I've been in jail before. Don't forget this also. People were let out of jail in New York, specifically, a lot of people in New York. Those are probably the hired barbarians that they
They're
chose.
still letting people out. The
Yeah,
judges are
yeah.
corrupt.
Well, there was two incidents. There was the one girl, the National Guard, that
Mhm.
killed her rapist.
Right.
And nope, not anybody. And I had about 50, 60 comments. Unlike Joe doesn't believe it, but we get a lot of likes outside of YouTube. Like, for example, my last Obama short only got like 20 views and like a few likes on YouTube, but on my Facebook page, it's got like 50 something likes, and a ton of comments. You have to start believing that, Joe. People see it other places.
Yeah.
Um, Now what was I saying? I lost my
Yes,
place.
Mama Helen, we are still alive.
Good afternoon, Mama. Mama's birthday's coming up. Now, what was I saying about Joe? You have to keep an eye on me sometimes. I swear to God, I jump
I,
around too much. I was talking
I'm
about New
nervous.
York,
I'm
and
antsy. I'm
I
always
think,
antsy.
yeah, okay. So we have some of the people. Yeah, I know. My brain goes like 200 miles an hour. So we have these people out, and these are the paid barbarians that I've been talking about since day one. They're, I mean, we had illegal aliens that we were paying for in these jail systems too, right? And all these people were let out. So even though they got a lot of immigrants, illegals off the streets, they're still like walking around. You're still gonna pay them to do damage when you want that damage done. And I think that's a lot of what happens in New York. Because a couple of hundred people, not a couple, I mean, it's a big difference. Money. It's money. It's all about
Helen said
money.
we were talking about them letting people out of jail. They
Yeah,
are. They're letting
yeah.
people out of jail that shouldn't be let out.
It goes back to you saying about the judges. Okay, so if
Right.
we have criminal judges, we're gonna have, but it's all a plan,
Criminal
right? Because
actions.
who put these criminal judges in? The
The
cabal.
politicians did and the cabal. Right.
Right. Well, the cabal is
Politicians are
in
part of the
charge of the
cabal.
politician. They either have something on them, blackmail or something, they
Yeah.
paid them, or they're just part of the cabal and evil that corrupt themselves.
Yeah, I want to know why the Speaker of the House gets paid for the rest of his fucking life
That makes
$250,000 a
no
month, a
sense.
year.
That
He
makes
should not get
absolutely
a
no sense.
goddamn dime after he leaves office because
No.
we can't fucking afford it. Stop paying him. He doesn't need our
Healthcare,
money.
I think healthcare should stay
Yeah.
and a pension,
Uh-huh.
but not 200. No. If
No,
John was,
no fucking pension. Fuck you. No way, man. No fucking pension.
What?
No
What? No, no.
pension.
If you
You
spend
don't
20
need to
years
be
in
20
any job,
years.
Joe, you get a
No.
pension.
But they don't need to spend 20 years in jail. They
That's
should
true.
get what we get. The same thing we get.
But you
Fucking
get a pension.
social security, and that's
Well, if
it.
it's a government job.
It is. It's a government job. They should get social security, and that's the only
Joe,
fucking thing they
government
should get.
jobs get pensions. We wouldn't be able to live the way we do if John didn't get his pension. The fact
Well,
is, he doesn't
and
make the
there's that, and I
150 or
get that,
200,000
but not a
he made in New
politician.
York.
But not a politician, because the politicians are being paid too much.
I'm not saying that, but there's nothing wrong with you work right.
And they
Again,
didn't do the work that your husband did.
yeah, I
You can't
agree.
say
There's
they
a
did.
difference between
Yeah, they should get a
20
lot
years on the
lower
job
of
and
a
getting your
pension.
pension for that and
Their
working 20
pension
years
should
in
be way
politics.
lower.
But
So
let me
their
ask you
pension
this. Let
should
me
be
ask you
about
this.
40,000 a year. That's
If
it at most.
let me ask you this.
What?
Could Trump stay in office?
Could he at this point? Well, they
No,
made
no,
a
no, no, no,
law
no, no,
that
no, no,
says
no,
he
no, no,
could,
no, no,
but
no,
yes,
no,
he
no,
could.
no, Joe. I want you to say I'd love for him to stay in office,
Oh, I would.
right?
Yeah, I
So
would.
don't tell me that no politician can stay in longer.
Yeah. But well, that's
You
what I'm
see how this
saying.
works?
That's what I just said. I would love for him to, but he can't, because
Yes,
they
he
made a
can.
law that he can.
Yes, he can. There's no law that he can't.
They actually passed a law that the president only gets 2 terms.
That was,
So
yeah. And
they would have
FDR
to
was
all
a
get back
fucking
together
cabal.
and repass another law saying that they can't.
I'm like, do I have to teach everybody about the amendments? I can't believe how many people I've told about the amendments. The Constitution is a living document, right? Because
It'll
it
be
can be
changed.
amended, right?
Right.
Trump could do it. First of all, they cheated.
Right.
We know this.
Yes.
Trump should be able to stay in another 4 years if he wants to. I hope he doesn't. I hope the man retires. But it doesn't matter to think about it because he's fucking actors anyhow. 90% of the time. Yeah, the fat Trumps, the small Trumps, the shorter Trump, the taller Trump. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
There's one Trump that absolutely they haven't used since the beginning, but I have video of it. And I'm like, I'm going back like 10 years and I'm like, holy shit, who is that person? That's not even, who is he? I mean, I'm like, what? There is definitely work. So who the fuck knows? I don't know. The other thing is our coin is coming tomorrow. Guys, we are giving away a silver coin as a prize.
Do you want it? It's
We're
only going to go up in value.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth what? I mean, silver itself is worth like $70 or so. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
up to now. But this
it's a
coin
Trump
is worth
coin.
more because it's got the 250 on it. It's got Trump on the back. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
I paid more for it, but the coin itself is going to go up in value as it is silver. We are still thinking we're going to have, hopefully Cheryl will help us because we do need the third person. It is going to be tough. We have decided a couple of things. Well, more like we've decided not to do a few things, but it's going to be in less than 2 weeks. So please try to win a silver coin.
Right. Please try to win it. So
It's just beautiful. It's just coming tomorrow,
Carolyn.
so I'll be able to show it on Tuesday. What?
Okay, real quick. Joseph said, your husband earned his pension. They don't.
Right.
And then Mama Helen said, right, Cad, Joe is right. Politicians shouldn't get pensions. They robbed enough off us. John is a completely different story.
Yeah, but if we had a working government, right? So a working government means no Congress. No
Right. We don't need
Congress.
that.
We don't
We
need
don't need 'em.
Congress. So
Nope.
a working government might be like 100 people instead of 200,000.
Right.
These people that decide to do 10 or 20 years that we trust because we vote them in, not Congress.
Right.
We do as a collective, not any constituents, because it's for the whole of America. Because we aren't stately anymore. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for a state should be good for all the states at this point. And you know how we do this with technology.
That's right.
So as much as I agree with you, I'm avant-garde with the way that I see Congress. It should be dismantled.
Right.
You get 100, 200 people, they have to do around the job. And I'm not talking about military or those staff people at the White House, but they're doing their shit
Mhm.
and they're talking to each states and their governors. Some things will take time to change. Governors and mayors, I guess, have to stay in play for a while. So this is what I'm thinking. These type of people, Trump type of people, say Barron runs. Do we ever want Barron out of office? Ever? Let's give him 20 years and a fucking pension and
But
health
well,
insurance.
I
We'll
don't know
be
that I'm not so
saving
sure I'm down with that.
trillions.
I'm not so sure that I would be down with that because no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, if you stay in a job for so long, you tend to corrupt that position
No,
because
we
you
vote
want to
them in.
keep
We
it.
vote, it's voted in every 4 years. We, as the people of America, vote these
And we
people
could vote
in.
him out. Yeah, I could get.
See
I
it?
guess
Do
I
you
could,
see it?
as
Yeah.
long as we don't use the machines anymore, because you got to get rid of the fucking machines
It's
and that
gonna be our
stupid fucking
fucking
program.
eye or our thumbprint by this time.
Yeah,
And guys, if you think this isn't happening, this can happen in 5 fucking years.
yeah.
15
I
years ago,
believe it could.
we didn't even have Facebook.
Yeah, we should remember we have a lot of smart fucking people that
Really?
could figure this shit out really easy.
15 years we didn't have Facebook. 15 years ago. How much
Yeah.
has changed?
Look at how long ago we didn't have the fucking computer and look at how much it changed. They said when the computer came out that it was going to take away everybody's job, but it didn't. It created more jobs,
Mama
more than what we know what
agrees.
to do with.
You're right. You're right about that. Mama agrees we don't need
See?
Congress, should be dismantled.
Everybody's agreeing with that. We don't need Congress. No, everybody. I mean, even Democrats agree that we don't need Congress anymore. We don't. We can all put it to a vote and let the people of America vote for it online. With, like you said, Carolyn, a fingerprint or an eye scan. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Guys, they see everything we do. I mean, people are like, oh, I don't want to go on Zoom. China's watching. I'll fucking flash the motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? What are they gonna do? Come here and bomb me? So be it. Then I'll die a martyr. I mean, what the fuck? Who am I afraid of? I scream out in the middle of my fucking yard out here. I'm gonna sue you, motherfucking asses.
I'll
I
do that
ain't
too.
afraid of shit, and I certainly ain't afraid of dying for this country.
Yeah, I ain't either. I already almost did it once. I signed my name.
The most proof, yeah, exactly. You did. The most proof we have of the cabal are the Georgian Guidestones, guys. And those went down when Trump was in
Notice
office.
how they got rid of all of it all of a sudden and all the references to it and everything. It's all
Gone.
gone.
Why? 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 Jay, why are you thinking that Trump is bad when everything good is happening? He doesn't even take a fucking paycheck. I mean,
Come on, people.
and we could prove
Think
this.
about it. Think hard.
It doesn't.
Think.
Well, maybe he thinks that it makes a difference to me, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
To me, Trump is a name. It's just a name. It might
Trump's
not be
not the bad guy, but Trump is not the bad guy.
no.
Not. He's not the bad guy. But
Mama says,
sometimes when you're a leader, you have to do bad things. And I get that too. I do.
well, yeah,
But Trump is trying not to.
a leader has to command death for people to go into death, or I mean, I don't understand why everybody's saying, well, let Barron go to what? Some people fight for the country so people like Barron have their choice. I don't get that. And any
Yeah.
soldier that says that to me is not is not a real soldier.
Right.
I'm sorry. I can't. I mean, I thanked my vets because I was allowed to be a freelance artist. I was allowed to do it.
That's right. Nothing is free, you guys. There ain't a fucking thing in this world that's free. I don't care who you are.
Well,
There's
I got a
nothing.
good education mostly for free because of that. Because I told them I'm a freelance artist. Because even
But you
back
see,
then, I understood my sovereignty.
You
I
got it for
did.
free, but in all actuality, that was not free
I had to
because
wait till like,
somebody paid for that
right,
because that teacher got
right.
paid.
My parents
So
probably
it
paid that
wasn't
much in
free.
taxes.
Yeah,
So
it
yes.
wasn't, nothing is free. You pay taxes, so nothing is free.
Right. No, I agree. I agree. It's just they take the money and they divide it the way they want to.
Right,
And then
right,
it's like
which is
one for
wrong.
you, one, two for me. Two
Right.
for you, a one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 for me. See, that's how it always worked. I mean,
And
we
then one
remember
for
these from
them.
the
And
cartoons.
then one for them to pay the bills.
That's right.
That's how it goes. That's what
Chris
they've been
Hansen,
doing and which you're not supposed to be doing. Our money needs to be governed a little bit better and it needs to be transparently governed.
yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
Where's
Um,
our money going? Where is it going?
to Israel, so they could buy
I don't
American
want it to go there no more.
arms.
I don't want to give
Brian
Israel
Craig,
any more weapons.
oh,
Let Israel build
Israel,
their own.
let
Let them
Israel buy our
build their
weapons.
own.
You
Yeah,
thought this was
exactly.
okay. I was
We
so
don't need
pissed.
it. I don't need to
Stupid.
do it. I think we should. I didn't think we should give
All right.
Israel weapons when in Trump's first term, and I still don't think we should give them to him now.
No, because Israel is the head of the cabal.
Okay.
They're under the. If you were going to be Satanist, what would be your best disguise?
Right
Like the
in the
jazz
open, right in the
singer
open.
Whoopi Goldberg played in Sister Act. The best disguise was her to be a nun. Satanist's best disguise would be Israel. How naive are people? I can't. All right, stop. I don't want to talk about it no more. Chris Hansen said something good. Now, Chris Hansen is the one that does To Catch a Pedophile, right?
Yeah.
He does this. He did a show called Takedown, and he does his podcast called Predator. And he's on True Blue, and I'm going to
Yeah.
register for True Blue because Joe and I like to watch it anyhow. So we don't really watch many things like that together, although we have a lot of studying to do. Holy shit, we got to get our shit together. Fucking let your leg heal and everybody feel good and everybody get all right. My plants will grow back. Okay. So he said, and I try to say it, but he said it well. I would say something like, all right, Obama is the most evil bastard that we know, but we all have to understand that he was a victim.
I believe
I
that.
don't
I
they were
believe that.
all victims
Victim.
because that's how you control them.
Right.
Sexually, physically, mentally, verbally, orally, whatever the fuck it is, right?
The
And
victim
Chris,
becomes the perpetrator.
that's exactly it. The victim tends to re-victimize. I like how he said that. And it's a perfect, and we've heard this throughout time, but we just didn't know it was the cabal because they always say, well, it runs in the families. When the father victimizes the daughter or something like that, the stepkid, then they tend to do it. Kids that have their neighbors that victimize them, groom them.
And then they do it. So it's
And
a
this happens with
snowball effect.
adults, married adults. They're all the fuck all over the place.
Yeah.
Nobody, it doesn't, and you know what? Apparently, it's not racist because they're blacks, whites, Hispanics, Muslims, Chinese. This was the best. The doctor goes to see a 13-year-old,
No, yeah, that's just
goes in the back.
ugh.
Listen, gets better. Goes in the backyard. The little girl, she's like 19, but she's playing the 13-year-old, tiny little thing. Make yourself at home. Look at our jacuzzi. We could go in the jacuzzi later. There's a drink there. You can have a drink. She's like 12 or 13. This is to show you how stupid doctors are because they're indoctrinated. Okay. Now I don't even care that. I mean, of course I care that he's going after, he's a predator, right? That's the main thing. He's sitting down by a jacuzzi, like a bar area with two kind of like, they looked like mixed drink glasses All right. Um, and a blended yellow drink. Do you think a 13-year-old is gonna do this? You got like 2% of 13-year-olds that know how to make toast and, breakfast for their mother and father for their birthdays. But making a blended drink, having the jacuzzi open, her being alone, this is the middle of the fucking day, and the doctor walks in like no fucking problem. Criminals are stupid. This doctor may have been able to prescribe somebody a prescription, but he's had no brain cells. I see this constantly on these shows. Like the girl on the telephone is baiting them to say certain things. For example, if they bring something over, like a pack, a six pack, right, or marijuana, right? If they bring this over, there's more intent added on to the case. So they try to bait him. What do you want to do to me on the phone? Because it's on recording, right? What's next? Because he's not going to do it. He's not going to get a chance because they're going to take him down.
And
And
they
then
put a condom in their pocket.
the condoms are a big sign.
Yeah, that's bad
Some of
one.
them drive six hours. Some of them say this has happened to me. That's why I am doing it. And I know it's wrong, but I was groomed and it happened to me. And that's when it becomes really tricky. Now, the one thing that Chris Hansen says, or that these cops usually say, and he's in Polk County a lot. If you don't know Judd Grady, is that his name? Grady Judd. Grady Judd, Officer Grady Judd from Polk County. I didn't even realize he was involved with Chris Hansen, but that might be where he came from. Because all of a sudden I started getting Grady Judd shorts. Great cop. They have a
Yeah.
predatorial, a whole big thing
He,
set up there for predators.
he tells stories about the captures.
Yeah, yeah. And he tells you how idiotic these people are.
And they are too.
But the
Dumb
whole
shits.
point is that these people have been victimized first. And I hate to give them a pass, but when these cops say and they deserve prison, I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no, they don't deserve to be free. Don't get me wrong. Don't jump down. What are you talking about? Don't. What is prison going to do for them?
Nothing.
A lot of
It's not
times they
going to
come back out
rehabilitate them.
and they re-victimize yet again. Right?
Yeah, prison doesn't do nothing. It doesn't
No,
rehabilitate nobody.
no,
It's
no.
failed.
There's something wrong. There's too many people like this. If you want to say it's the devil's control, I'll be with you on that one. Because it doesn't make sense how many people want to touch a child.
Yeah.
You're telling me an 18-year-old isn't sexy enough for you? What were you saying before about the 72 virgins?
Oh
Really,
yeah.
guys?
You really
Stop
think that?
thinking with your
Yeah, you're
dicks.
already dead. You think you're going to get a virgin in you? You're not going to
You
feel
think you're going to
anything
have a
when you're dead.
sensation? It's going to
Yeah,
be the same sensations as there on
there's not
Earth?
going to be a virgin.
That's how stupid Muslims are in that way. They, oh, we're
72
dying of 30,
virgins.
72 virgins. Oh my God. Are you serious? That's my favorite now.
Yeah, what's so
Are
good
you
about a
so
virgin?
serious?
What's
Huh?
so good about a virgin?
Teaching somebody new? I don't know, but I had a lot of male virgins, if that's, or I was just very experienced. I don't know. Um, which I think it's different for a woman.
Well, yeah, I think it is
I'm
definitely
blushing
different for a
thinking of
woman.
it. Okay. I wanted to go back because we forgot. Okay, so I believe that what the girl did, the National Guard, I think I
Mhm.
jumped around because you started saying something and I forgot what it was. The National Guard that killed her rapist, nobody
Yeah,
disagreed. Not nobody on my Facebook page, my Instagram. I think I put it up on, no, maybe I didn't do Instagram or in Liberty Towns. They good for her. Why? Because a lot of people believe eye for tooth for tooth. Now, is it the right guy? I think she know. Should it have been handled by the law? Oh, I'm proud of her. You know what? I it would. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If she was able to kill him while he was raping her, does that make a difference? It
Right.
does, right? In the court of law, it does. Well, 2020 is hindsight, right? I don't know. I don't know. There was the other one. Remember, you told me the father shot him. He raped his daughter.
Yeah, there's some guy raped his daughter, and he went to jail, and then the judge let him out early,
Bum,
and
bum,
he
bum.
came back around. So the father went and killed him.
You missed the big part there, Joe. You missed the big part. How did he kill him?
The
How did he shoot him? Where?
in the dick. Sorry, in the dick. Shot him right in the dick.
I can't forget those. I don't forget it. Sorry. He shot him in the dick. I'm not sorry. Our justice system is slow and stupid.
Yeah,
It's
very
slow,
slow.
stupid.
It's
We
too
don't need
slow.
judges. And it's so pagan. These people are in black. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Well, I studied law. But you'll still go molest a child. I don't
Yeah.
believe any of this shit. These people were placed. They didn't study
This
law.
is a
You're going to
fact.
tell me Kamala Harris, Big Mike, and Obama
Yeah,
studied law?
yeah. A fact. This is a fact. You do not have to be a lawyer to be a judge.
Yeah,
That
I
is a
know that.
fact.
Most of them do, but yeah, I've heard that. Mama says the fact of the virgins is cause they were never touched by anyone else
Yeah, but how
but
many
them.
do you know now that are virgin?
Well, that's the thing. And how many died virgins that they think it just doesn't make
Exactly.
sense. It's so stupid. Oh, I can't stand. That's why I don't like religions in general. They all have this kind of stupid shit in them.
That's
Don't
the
you?
stupidest idea is 72 virgins.
Where'd they come up with that?
Eh,
Where did they come up with
For
that?
each one of them? Do you know how many fucking Muslims there are? There's not even that many women.
They're
God.
dead. Being
And
dead
they're
is gonna
dead.
help their sex, people.
No feeling in their dick. Okay. When
Dead.
you die, I
Well,
don't believe
no,
your dick goes with you, and I don't believe the vagina goes with the woman either. Sorry.
no, just the soul.
Right.
If there's any kind of pleasure in the astral plane or heaven, it's not going to be sex because that's
Right.
earthly and physical and kind of dirty when you it's dirty.
Okay.
Why would Muslims think something so why do Muslims think a 9-year-old is good? What? Nobody else can have you, but I can have 50 different women. No, 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 no.
And I'm always down for some dirty. Just saying.
Down for that. Well, remember what I said, how I'm going to get my neighbor back?
Yeah.
I have no shame. I really have no
That is
shame.
dirty.
So my I'm positive it was my neighbor that said, told my HOA leader, the leader of the HOA about the problem with the air conditioners that could have been fixed very easily because she's a drunk bitch. So, and her husband obviously has the hots for me because I've heard him whistle at me a couple of times now. So I've decided that I don't have a pool and a deck to lay out on. I'm going to do it right in front of my house, which is pretty much covered on the left side. So nobody will be bothered on the left side. But when Mrs. fucking drunk comes out of her house, she'll see me in a fucking red, white, and blue bikini. And when her husband
hopefully,
gets up, I'll
hopefully it
have that
pisses
quart
her
of
off.
water and I'll pour it on me. I'll be like, and I'll have the biggest boobs because she's a fucking stick. And I don't care if women have small boobs, but I just hate her. Actually, most of my girlfriends had were in the itty bitty committee. But that's how, I mean, this is just nasty. She's the same woman that killed my plants, stole shit from my garden. I could never prove it. Now I have a camera. So that's why she, instead of taking it down, she went and told them something that was totally fake.
Yeah.
Totally fake. Flames of Mercy by Mavi Storm. I don't know what her book title name is, what her ghost name is. What is it called? But
The cobblings.
what?
You mean her name?
Yeah, her
You have to wait. Hold on a second. I have to get it right.
pen name.
Look that up. It's her real name that she put on the book.
Really?
Yeah, that's what.
I always called her Mavi. Oh, wait. It took me forever to remember LaDonna, her daughter's name. They just graduated. She just graduated high school. Lots of graduations. Beautiful guys, college, high school, grade school. I'm so very happy for you guys. Congratulations, young men and women of our future.
Mhm.
Mavi is Dwayne's wife. We're
Her
friends
name
for
is
a long
Alicia
time.
Cobble. That's
Alicia.
her real name,
Yeah,
Alicia Cobble. But we call her Maddie.
Mavi.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Maddie Storm.
No, I was also thinking about, remember,
'Cause she's a storm.
she is. She's to be reckoned with. She's a good
She's
cook.
nice. She's a nice lady.
I had been talking about Atlas.
Mhm.
I know you listened to the last video, but I'll remind people. Atlas held up the celestial sky, celestial heavens,
The
so that the
or the
sky wouldn't smush humans as a curse from Zeus. Because the Titans and Atlas went and attacked Zeus, and Zeus won. So he was forever to hold up the celestial heavens so that it got me thinking, this is crazy. What if Atlas is the dome? It's not really a person, it's a thing. What if there is a dome? How is the earth tilting when it's oval? How is the earth tilting when it's supposed to? See, if it gets heavier on one side, it rotates, people. That's how a ball works. You right?
pretty much.
Now, oval might be a little different, but something not right that it moved almost 3 feet. And it's something not right that I knew this fucking 15 years ago. I heard it from a friend who knew his sciences. I loved working in the bar. You'd meet politicians, scientists, military, you know,
Right.
truckers, captains. I've met, yeah. I even met someone who captained for, he was a regular for some time. He played darts with us. That's why um, he flew Obama. I didn't believe him at first, but then he had credentials because he was not flying Obama anymore. He was huge. He got big, like, but he had been doing it, I guess, in 8 and 9 and 10, 20. But my what if there is something to that? I want to study there's too much to study, but I'd love to study more mythology. Figure out if there's something in mythology that will help us understand our earth better. Because one of the things that Joe wanted to bring up was the black hole, right, Joe? We had done the black hole. And what was it? Or maybe you don't want to say it yet?
Mhm. No,
All
I
right.
didn't do enough on
No,
it
no,
yet.
no. But there's that one
Yeah,
part
there's
that you know what? Don't mention it. Save it because
yeah.
it's really freaking interesting. And if we don't come on tonight, we'll do it Tuesday or even tomorrow night. Or it's your late shift, right? Your late shift
It is my
tomorrow.
late shift. Yeah,
All right, we'll
yeah,
see.
late shift. Yeah, gotta get to that birthday party now pretty soon.
All right. Well, there's one other thing I
Mm.
wanted because you seem to have an interesting take on Mr. Metcalf, is that his name? The Anthony, the kid that died.
Oh, yes,
Uh,
I mean, they
the
put a
Miss.
gag order on the dad. So the dad wasn't able to say anything all through the trial, yet the other family was. And I don't get that. And now they come out after the trial is all over, and they're calling for this dad who lost his son to a no nonsense stabbing that didn't even need to have occurred. And they're calling for his other son who his brother died in his hands, and they should arrest him,
For what?
and that they should
They said,
piss on the grave. So the dad hasn't been able to say anything because they put a gag order on him.
but did he say something racist? Did he?
Yes, he said something very racist because he at first he said, "Let's believe race out of this, total race out of this."
He did.
But then he said when he saw that guy pissing on his son's grave, he said he's just another watermelon. What do you call him? A watermelon felon. That
Watermelon.
was racist. That was racist. But you know what? I
He's
mean, come
another
on,
nigger.
man. Look what you're calling us.
I don't
You're
care.
calling us fascist,
I
crackers.
don't care.
Cut it
There's a
out,
difference
people.
between black
Stop
people and
calling people
niggers people.
names.
There's a difference
Yeah,
between rednecks, white trash, and
I'm not a
everyday
racist.
people.
Yeah, and I'm not a fascist, and I'm not a racist, and
No,
I'm not a
but when
socialist,
you
and
have
I don't
no
hate
other
people.
name, sometimes you just want to say the most evil thing. That's why I keep saying I believe words are magic. There's something to it. I really do.
There might be.
There's
You're
something
right. You
to
might
it.
be. We say we all these we all say things. We all say bad things in the heat of the moment.
Right, right. I don't
I
fucking give a
get that.
flying fucking
Yeah, I get
shit.
that.
He lost a son. His
She
son
did.
lost a twin brother.
Right. And that
People
kid was
forget
told
that.
to leave. He was told to leave the tent that he was in. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He had no right being where he was at.
It's so weird to be in somebody else's ball pen. It's like
You don't do that.
it doesn't happen. I mean, unless your other friend, your good friend is on the opposing team, which I mean, but
Wasn't invited.
why him? Do we know why him in general?
Which one? The kid that got stabbed?
Yeah,
Why did he get stabbed?
why did they stab him?
Okay, well, he was told earlier in the day by his coach that because he was starting to do really well in sports and he was winning a lot, that he needed to step up and be the team captain. So he took that to heart and said, "Okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this into hand. Okay, you need to leave. You need to get out of our tent. Please leave our tent. You need to go away. Please leave our tent." So he was standing up for the team. And because he stood up for the team, he got a knife in the heart.
He killed the kid because he was standing up for the team and being the captain of the team.
And the white kid told him to leave the tent.
Yeah.
Leave the tent. You don't belong here. The black kid took out, touch me, and see what happens. They touched him. He pulled out the knife and stabbed
This
him.
is not natural, people.
It's not.
This is not natural. There's something totally wrong. And if I didn't know better, this is like MK Ultra or it's a fucking play.
Well, you gotta consider the source of where this kid come from. Look at what the parents did. As soon as this happened, they did a GoFundMe and they collected over $600,000.
Right.
Now they don't have any money because they spent it all. Come on, something's wrong.
That's why I'm
Something's
thinking it's not
wrong.
right. First of all, when
I
the
hate that
father
it
came
happened.
out to talk about his son getting
Right.
stabbed, he was like, I don't want race into it. I got it right away on Fox 5. I don't know.
Right.
I
He
must
did
have
say that.
just gotten it when it happened. And he didn't want, he was very odd. Now, for him to even be sitting straight and talking made no sense to me. And then he was bringing up race. This whole thing seems very peculiar. And then all of a sudden, now it turned out to be race. is this not like another teaching lesson for us? I swear to God, they're teaching us. Jay said something about the shooting of Trump. I think he answered Joseph Rogers. And Joseph, I didn't forget about your Obama thing. I'm going to bring that up tonight if we come back, or Tuesday. That's another thing about the Obamacare.
Hmm.
Um, what did he say now? I have it. Oh, I forgot. I think it was to you, Joseph. Oh, fuck. What did he say? Do I have to look?
Yes, he did forgive him in the beginning, Helen. You're right. He did forgive him in the beginning. The father, he forgave
Yes,
Carmelo
that's what I'm
Anthony.
saying. And he was acting very odd.
But then you took this man and you took him to the limit. The rest of the world, all the world took this one man who lost his child to a senseless death. You took him to the limit. You called his kid a racist and you blamed him for getting killed. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? You shouldn't do stuff like that. The family was grieving already. They lost a family to death. The other family's child is still alive, albeit he's in prison. He's still alive, but he's the one that did the wrong, not the kid that died. The kid that died was not in the wrong. He was not. That's what I have to
No,
say about that.
but I don't know if it's all, it just seems so freaking weird to me. On those 20 Pakistani that raped the three girls endlessly,
Yeah. Oh God.
one was nailed, their tongue was nailed to the wall so that it
So,
was easy access. Give me one second,
mhm.
Joe.
So she couldn't. So she couldn't yell. They
Right.
did it so she couldn't yell and tell on them. But those people see, and then people like that, people like that, they don't deserve to breathe anymore. Why would you think that somebody like that who takes a woman and nails her tongue to a wall so they can continue raping her? Why would you think that man needs to still breathe the same air that you breathe? There's got to be consequences so these people will stop doing what they're doing. And I, there was another thing about the rules. Rules are made to be broken. No, they're not. No, they're not. Rules are made to govern, to keep you from doing bad stuff to other people so you don't get yourself in trouble. That's what they're for. They're not made to be broken. However, there are other machinations that you can use to change those laws and rules, but they're not made to be broken. So I just wanted to make mention of that. I also wanted to tell everybody, hey man, give us a like and a share. Helps us grow. Um, I don't know where Carolyn went, and I don't know what else she wanted to say. I pretty much said what all I had to say about everything because I think a lot of people are fighting unsenselessly or whatever the word might be, insenselessly, whatever. They don't. We're fighting each other. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be Americans, and Americans stick together, whether we're Democrat or Republican. You can't let your government separate you, divide you, because they've done a good job ever since the Great Divider came into office, and he was the Great Divider. So there you go. Carolyn, did you go away from me? I can believe she has left the scene. And I don't know why. I could. Um, I didn't want to because I don't really have too much on it. But one of the things about the black holes that she was wanting me to say was that they had found wind
I'm back. Is there enough
coming
left?
from the black hole. Yeah. Yeah, I said everything I needed to say, and we'll talk about that more in depth when we come on back. So
Sorry about that. I had to go to the
yeah,
bathroom. I
yeah.
drink a lot
So
of coffee and water, people. And
yeah,
then my
I got
husband
to.
go.
I know
Yeah.
it's yeah.
But
Gonna have to
the
light
one thing
out
that I
on you.
wanted to say was you could go. You could go if you
Yeah,
need to.
I do because I got to get dressed, and I'm gonna take the wife
Yeah.
down there. So
I'm almost
it
done
takes us a
anyhow.
while to get in there. All right. So have you guys have yourselves a good day. Love you all.
Maybe we'll
Take
be
care.
on later. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Enjoy
Sounds good.
yourself. Say happy birthday for
All right.
me.
Take care, man. Bye, everybody.
Hi, Mr. Joseph. So I thought it was you, Joseph Rogers. I don't know if you're still on, but it was something regards to Trump being shot, and or maybe Robin said it, something like he got shot and he still got up and said fight, fight, fight. I'm not sure who said it. I thought it was you, Joseph, but it might have been that kid Robin. And Jay gets on and says, You do realize he was barely grazed. And I got on and said, So you actually believe he was shot at? Listen, man, somebody's going to shoot from that. They're not going to miss. All right? Not in this day and age. You're going to hire someone that's going to do, I don't, and then pretend to be a kid and the kid actually got that close. People, it's all a game. That's why I was thinking of it with the Metcalf. Mr. Metcalf does not seem in his right mind in the beginning, middle, or end. And it's fine because people always seem to blame it. Well, if you just lost your son, yes. If you just lost your husband, yes. But it's still he pissed on his grip. What? Does this really happen in real life? Things don't make sense. My husband's making French fries. I buy potatoes, we buy a lot of potatoes. I bought a chopper thingy because French fries are a bitch to make. So it's a little thick, but they really come out good. So they cut into fries and we put them in the air fryer. I season them up with a little tiny bit of oil because the air fryer kind of drains. And they smell really good right now. And it's one of the things I can eat as a vegetarian. I can't believe I'm a vegetarian. I still can't get over this. It's like going on 3 years, I think. 3 years, I think. So the whole thing with Metcalf is just a little weird. Um, Trump is the catalyst, Jay. Whether he's real or not, whether he's the real man or not, it doesn't matter. He is the one that made the huge leap that told us what was going on. And I wish Jay you were on right now because I don't want to you can't really protect yourself. I was watching there was this girl doing mariachi almost dancing and she was she was a bit heavy, bigger than I, but really nice and tight. And she had this one piece on and it went up her fucking ass, the bathing suit. It went up her ass, and all you see with this nice, tight, big ass. And I was like, people are saying a lot of funny things in Spanish because it was a Spanish thing. And I'm like, I'm not gay, but I want to spank that. I have no shame. I have no shame. It's so funny though. Like people look, if you're gonna do it, then God bless you. God bless you for having the balls. Like I'm gonna sit outside and wait till my husband finds out. I'm gonna sunbathe right out there, right out my front door because I have no place to do it. Right? And let's tick the neighbor off while doing it because I have nice tits. Just kidding. Or am I? All right. I wanted to go over Taiwan, but no, we'll do that later. The last thing I'll mention is the meta ads. So AI reads what we want. we talk about lamps, and all of a sudden we get 50 or 60 advertisements for different lamps on YouTube, on Facebook, on anything that pops up on your phone, Instagram, right? Um, we have what's called meta ads. Now, I'm not exactly sure how they work, but what you can do is kind of control them. And this is might be what you want to do. Like I'm interested in contacts, so I want my meta ads to remember if you're going to give me fucking ads that I got to look at anyways, it might as well be contacts, something that I want to look at, different colored contacts. Just as an example, I have a feeling that this has been going on a lot longer. We all know what Meta is, like for Messenger, and I'm just wondering, like, I feel like they've been using this, and now they're, it just goes to show that our technology was out before. It's just they're letting it out little by little, and calling it different things. I went from CGI to AI to, I mean, there's all these different types of, um, what a world. What am I talking about? Sometimes I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, where am I coming from? If I don't write enough, if I'm doing it too quick, I put down rhinos have a third horn. Rhinos get it like a rhino, like a Republican that's actually a Democrat. They got a third horn. I don't know. I don't know. I was probably gonna make a meme or a joke. All right, I guess I'm done. Well, I hope I didn't offend any Jewish or Black people today, or my neighbor. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining, Mama Helen, Brother Reb, Joseph Rogers. Thanks for being here. Um, Joe did very good today, Joe. Hopefully we'll talk about the sciences later. And John's gonna go enjoy his potato. I am gonna eat a salad. Take care, ladies and germs. Till next time. That smells freaking good.
Yeah. You want a few?
No, I'm all right.
I may not, sure, I really